Lithosphere 1. Endogenetic process. The Earth is a unique planet of the solar family. It is a third planet from the Sun. It is a ball of a stone. Since it's a ball, we call it a sphere. It is a collection of four interdependent parts called spheres, namely the lithosphere, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere. The names of these spheres are derived from the Greek word litho, means rock. It is a solid outer parts of the earth. Bio means life. The biosphere is a layer of the earth where life exists. Hydro means water. The hydrosphere is a watery part of the earth's surface, including oceans, rivers, lakes, and water vapor. Atmos means vapors or air. The atmosphere is a thin layer of gases that surrounds the earth. This topic, lithosphere, has been derived into two parts for the sake of convenience. They are endogenetic and exogenetic. Endogenetic process means internal process. Exogenetic process means external process. This lesson deals with endogenetic process in details. The structure of the earth is divided into three major components: the crust, the mantle, the core. Each layer has a unique chemical composition, physical state, and can impact life on Earth's surface. Crust. Earth crust is a thin shell on the outside of Earth, ranges between 5 to 30 km, accounting for less than 1% of Earth's volume. It is the top component of the lithosphere, a division of Earth's layer that includes the crust and the upper part of the mantle. Earth crust is divided into two types: oceanic crust and continental crust. Continental crust mostly granite. Average thickness 30 km. Oceanic crust mostly basalt. Average thickness 5 to 8 km. Denser than continental crust. The mantle. The mantle is the mostly solid bulk of Earth's interior. The mantle lies between a dense, superheated core and its thin outer layer, the crust. The mantle is about 2,900 km thick. The major elements of the mantles are silica, that is Si, and magnesium, Mg, and hence it is termed as SiMa, SiMa. In the upper part of the mantle, the rock remains solid, whereas in the lower part of the mantle, rocks remain in molten form. This molten rock inside the earth is called magma. Did you know when the earth crust gets erupted, the hot molten magma, ash and gases pushes through holes or cracks in the crust, causing a volcanic eruption. Core. The central or innermost portion of the earth, lying below the mantle and probably consisting of iron and nickel. It is divided into liquid outer core, which begins at a depth of 2,898 km, that is 1,800 miles, and a solid inner core, which begins at a depth of 4,983 km, that is 3,090 miles. Rock. A rock is any naturally occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals or mineraloid matter. It is characterized by the minerals included in chemical compositions and how it is formed. Rocks are usually grouped into three main groups: igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, and sedimentary rocks. Igneous rocks, derived from the Latin word ignis, means fire, or magmatic rock, is one of the three main rock types, the others being sedimentary and metamorphic. Igneous rock is formed through the cooling and solidification of magma or lava. Igneous rocks are also called primary or mother rock because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from them. Sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are types of rocks that are formed by the accumulation or deposition of small particles and subsequent sedimentations of minerals or organic particles on the floor of oceans or other bodies of water at the Earth's surface. Metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock arise from the transformation of existing rock types in a process called metamorphism, which means change in form. Metamorphic rock makes up a large part of the Earth's crust and forms 12% of the Earth's land surface. Let us discuss the types of rocks and their uses. Igneous rocks. Examples are granite and basalt. Its uses for construction work and laying roads. Sedimentary rocks, gypsum and limestone. Its mainly uses for manufacturing of wall, board, cement, plaster of Paris, etc. And mostly it is used for construction and purification of iron in blast furnace. Metamorphics. Diamond and marbles for used in jewelry making and sculptures and construction. Rock cycle. The rock cycle is a group of changes. Igneous rock can change into sedimentary rock or metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock can change into metamorphic rock or igneous rock. Metamorphic rock can change into igneous or sedimentary rock. Igneous rock forms when magma cools and makes crystals. Geomorphology. Geomorphology is the study of the nature and origin of landforms, particularly of the formative processes of weathering and erosion that occur in the atmosphere and hydrosphere. These processes continually shape the Earth's surface and generate the sediments that circulate in the rock cycle. The endogenic process are the forces within the Earth that cause the ground to move. Because of that, the ground we live on moving all the time. The forces that act on the surface of the Earth due to natural agents like running water, glacier, wind, waves, etc. are called external processes or exogenetic process. These external processes tear the landscape down into relatively low elevated plains. Internal processes. The internal processes generate heat and eject material from the deep below the Earth's crust. Internal radioactivity is the principal source of power for this process. Plate tectonics. The lithosphere is divided into several huge slabs of rocks called tectonic plates. These tectonic plates are divided into major and minor plates. These plates float independently over the mantle. There are three main types of plates boundaries: convergent boundary, divergent boundary, transform boundary. Now we'll discuss about convergent boundary. Convergent boundary. Here the plate, due to the lateral compressional forces, the moves towards each other, and sometimes plates are forced to move upward and a plate sinks under another. The location downwards. This is called folding. Divergent boundary. Here the plates pull away from each other as magma pushes up from mantle. Transform boundaries. Here the plates slide horizontally past each other. The fracture zone that forms the transform plate boundary is known as a transform fault. Most transform faults are found in the ocean basin and connect offset in the mid-ocean ridges. Movements of continental plates. Let's watch this video, then you'll get a clear idea. Earthquake. An earthquake is a shaking of the surface of the earth resulting from a sudden release of energy in the earth's lithosphere that generates seismic waves. Earthquake generates seismic waves. Seismic means vibration of the earth and its crust. The nature, force, and speed of these seismic waves depend on the nature of the medium through which it passes. Accordingly, there are three major types of waves. Primary or P waves are the fastest of all the earthquake waves and the first to reach epicenter. These waves passes through solids, liquids and gases either through push or pull with an average velocity of 5.3 km per second to 10.6 km per second. Secondary wave or S wave travels only through solids. These transverse waves shake the ground perpendicular to the direction in which they propagate. The average velocity of these waves is 1 km per second to 8 km. Surface wave or L wave are similar to P waves, but they travel primarily along the L waves are similar to P waves, but they travel primarily along the ground surface. These waves travel comparatively slower, are the most destructive waves. The average velocity of these waves is 1 km per second to 5 km per second. Tsunami. A tsunami is a Japanese word, is a series of waves in a water body caused by the displacement of a large volume of water, generally in an ocean or a large lake. Volcanoes. Magma, gases and water from the lower part of the crust or the mantle collect in underground chambers. Volcano, a place where magma, gases and water pour out onto the earth's surface. Most volcanoes, 95%, are found along the tectonic plate boundaries. Ring of fire, some around the rim of the Pacific Ocean. There are 6 types of volcanoes: active volcano, dormant volcano, extinct or dead volcano, composite volcano, volcanic dome, shield volcano. Active volcano. Active volcanoes are those which constantly eject volcanic lava, gases and fragmented material. Example: Mount St. Helens in the United States. Dormant volcano. Volcanoes that do not show any sign of volcanic activity for a long period are known as dormant volcanoes. Sometimes there may be an explosion which may cause unimaginable loss to life and property. Example: Mount Fuji, Japan. Extinct or dead volcano. When a volcano permanently stops its volcanic activity, then it is called as an extinct or dead volcano. Example: Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Composite volcano, also known as strata volcano, is a conical volcano built by many layers of hardened lava, humus and volcanic ash. They are commonly found in the Pacific Ocean. Example: Mount Fuji, Japan. Volcanic dome. A lava dome or volcanic dome is roughly a circular mound formed due to the slow ejection of lava from a volcano. As the lava is rich in silica with intense viscosity, it is prevented from flowing far from its vent. Example, parachuting net. Shield volcanoes are found by intense viscous lava. These are shallow deposition with gently sloping slides. Hence, the lava flows out in all directions to create a shield. Example, Mauna Lava, Hawaii. Distribution of earthquake and volcanoes. Earthquakes are commonly found in thin narrow belts associated with a plate boundary. Most volcanoes are distributed along the plate boundary, an example of a highly active earthquake zone in the west coast of North America and South America. Occasionally, volcanoes are found in the middle plate, example Hawaii. Effects of volcanoes. Constructive effects. I guess the main good effect that volcanoes have on the environment is to provide nutrient to the surrounding soil. Volcanic ash often contains minerals that are beneficial to plants, and if it is very fine ash, it can break down quickly and get mixed into the soil. Destructive effects. They can cause rain, thunder and lightning. Volcanoes can also have long-term effects on the climate, making the world cooler. Fast-moving lava can kill people and falling ash can make it hard for them to breathe. They can also die from famine, fires and earthquakes, which can be related to volcanoes. Let's move on to the recap and evaluation part.